Welcome to the 2018 Canadian Council of Public-Private Partnerships Awards for Innovation and Excellence in Public-Private Partnerships. This year, 5 very generous sponsors have partnered with the Council for the 2018 awards. The gold sponsor is PricewaterhouseCoopers, and 4 silver sponsors, Stonebridge Financial Corporation, Stuart Olson Construction, BTY Group, and Englobe. I'd also like to thank our panel members who were very active in supporting and for their hard work. The panelists were Joanne Mullen from PricewaterhouseCoopers, Peter Hepburn, National Bank, Alan Massicott from Blake's, Dr. Alan Russell from UBC, Rupesh Amin from Forum Equity Partners, Lindsay Wright, KPMG, Godin Sibay from McCarthy's, and Sherrick Alvey from CIBC. So this is the 21st National Awards for Innovation and Excellence in Public-Private Partnerships. Can I have a show of hands? Anybody here was for the first one? Oh, 1, 2, we've got a few that have been here. The awards were created to celebrate achievements of municipal, provincial, federal governments and their private sector partners, and to provide models to inspire both national and abroad. The award-winning partnerships have demonstrated innovation and excellence, hence their name, in providing needed public facilities and services, as well as celebrating the achievements of the award winners. The Council also prepares case studies so that these examples can be used to help understand the field and to help others in their public-private partnerships. And these case studies are distributed to more than 3,500 member organizations and to all levels of government in Canada. In addition, summaries of each winning project are posted on their website. So now it's time for the awards. Thank you.
100 kilovolt electrical transmission line running for approximately 500 kilometers from west of Edmonton to Fort McMurray marks the first transmission infrastructure P3 project ever procured in Canada. The $1.57 billion capital project, which is set to become operational in June 2019, will increase the capacity of Alberta's transmission system in order to meet growing demand or power in the Fort McMurray area, which is expected to double over the next decade. The cost savings for Alberta ratepayers was conservatively estimated by the Alberta Electric System Operator, AESO, to be more than $400 million, approximately 25% of total capital costs. Here to present the Gold Award for project financing for the Fort McMurray West 500 kilovolt transmission project is Omer Malik, Vice President for Project Financing Infrastructure for Stonebridge Financial Corporation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Glad to be here again at the conference. The Alberta Powerline Limited Partnership completed an offering of an aggregate $1.38 billion in fixed-rate senior secured amortizing bonds split across 4 tranches, 2 medium-term and 2 long-term. The new issue was the first broadly marketed bond offering to utilize a synthetic quarterly pay amortizing structure and represents the largest P3 bond offering to date in Canada. Unlike most other Canadian P3s, the procurement process required ProjectCo to be responsible for a wide range of pre-development activities that resulted in the project being carried out in 2 distinct phases: the project development agreement phase and the project agreement phase. During the project development phase, all costs were equity funded, and the capital markets financing occurred at the end of the project development phase. The ultimate debt equity financing structure was priced and put into place at financial close of the project agreement after completion of a unique and comprehensive funding competition process, the first of its kind in the Canadian P3 market. To accept this award is Pauline McLean, the Director of Legal and Regulatory and Associate General Counsel for the Alberta Electric System Operator, and Vicki Turnbull, Managing Director and Co-Head of Infrastructure Finance in Canada for RBC Capital Markets, who will accept the award on behalf of Alberta Powerline Limited Partnership.
project is the first bundled transportation P3 in Canada, the City of Saskatoon's first transportation DBFOM, and the largest infrastructure project ever delivered by the city. The project comprises 9.3 kilometers of new arterial roads and 2 major river crossings, the Parkway Bridge, now named the Chief Mistawasas Bridge, and the Traffic Bridge, which is a new 6-lane, 300-meter-long river crossing. The North Commuter Parkway Road alignment had to avoid a Paleolithic site and had limited access points for construction. The project is part of the City of Saskatoon's Bridging to Tomorrow Transportation Improvements Initiative and features 12 kilometers of multi-use trails and bike paths, 6.5 kilometers of sidewalks, 6 small animal below-grade crossings in environmentally sensitive areas, totaling 300 meters, a drainage system to accommodate low-lying areas and ensure no net change in the wetlands, and the replacement of a 110-year-old bridge with a similar-looking structure for community spirit, optimized for today's transportation needs and standards. Here to present the Gold Award for Infrastructure for the City of Saskatoon North Commuter Parkway and Traffic Bridge Project is Joanne Mullen, partner with PricewaterhouseCoopers, LLP.
Bon après-midi. The P3 competition drove innovation to shorten bridge spans and optimized road alignments to lower project costs. The project was needed to help alleviate major traffic congestion, improve travel times, and reduce fuel consumption for commuters and public transit. Graham Construction partnered with a local contractor without any P3 experience, thus leveraging their first-hand familiarity with the owner's specifications while creating local experience and capability in P3 project development, execution, and operations and maintenance. The DBFOM model empowered optimization of the quality versus lifecycle cost balance given the 30-year O&M commitment. The procurement analysis revealed a value for money savings of $26.6 million, almost 10% of the project's total cost. To accept this award is Nicole Slade, Senior P3 Contracts Manager for the City of Saskatoon, and Andy Trewick, Senior Vice President for Infrastructure for Graham Construction.
The Finch West LRT in North Toronto represents a $1.4 billion capital investment with a total contract value of $2.5 billion, including projected inflation. The Finch Avenue West corridor is currently serviced by local high-frequency bus service. An LRT has been selected as the rapid transit technology for this corridor in order to offer higher-order transit and connectivity, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and stimulate land development and densification. The project entails the construction of approximately 11 kilometers of semi-exclusive guideway, 16 stops, 1 underground station, 1 below-grade stop, and a maintenance and storage facility, followed by 30 years of maintenance and rehabilitation on the infrastructure and light rail vehicles. 18 light rail vehicles will form the fleet and run at up to 5-minute headways, while the system will be designed to accommodate up to 3-minute headways. The maintenance and storage facility will be a LEED Silver facility, and 8 traction power substations will power the system, with backup power provided through a battery energy storage system. Here to present the Silver Award for project financing for the Finch West Light Rail Transit Project is Marie Foley, Director of P3 Advisory in North America for BTY Group.
The project requires that Mosaic Transit Group finance the first 50% of capital costs, after which point the sponsors will pay 85% of monthly capital costs, with Mosaic Transit Group financing the other 15%. The sponsors will then pay a substantial completion payment such that the long-term private capital is at least 15% of the capital costs. Throughout construction and operations, all payments are subject to performance deductions. The project will have a capital structure which includes $120 million amortizing long-term bond due in 2053, $60.7 million amortizing medium-term bond due in 2038, $611.4 million short-term bank facility repaid at substantial completion, and $24.2 million of equity capital. That was a mouthful. The project closed in a record 26 days from preferred proponent notice through leveraging relationships with the sponsors, funders, and advisors, and was the first AFP P3 project in Ontario to utilize medium-term bonds. Cost savings are estimated at $566 million, or 22.6%. To accept this award is Frank Panacci, Director of Civil Infrastructure for Infrastructure Ontario, Andrew Hope, the Acting Vice President for Finch West and Hamilton LRT, for Metrolinx, and Vicente Correa, the Chief Executive Officer for Mosaic Transit Partners General Partnership.
The expansion project added 330,000 square feet of space to the existing 125,000 square foot hospital. Designed to address the needs of all users, including seniors, children, individuals with visual or cognitive impairments, and those using wheelchairs and other mobility aids, the project will help to better meet the care needs of the fast-growing community of Milton. Prior to the hospital's expansion, many Milton residents had to leave their community for essential health services such as MRI. The expansion will have 80% single-patient rooms for increased patient privacy and enhanced infection prevention and control, a flexible design to permit adaptations over time as new thinking and best practices emerge in healthcare, and room to grow on a 37-acre site. Construction labor was largely drawn from the Greater Toronto Area. At the peak of construction, more than 600 workers were on site daily. The opening of the expansion created more than 200 jobs within the hospital, and 10 new physicians were recruited to support the increased and expanded programs and services. The project recently attained LEED Gold certification for new construction, recognizing the considerable energy efficiency and sustainable features that went into the design and construction of the expansion. Here to present the Silver Award for Infrastructure for the Milton District Hospital Expansion Project is Robert Fernandez, Vice President for Business Development and Marketing for Stuart Olson Construction.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Mark. Thank you for having us again. Plenary Health developed a highly efficient, fully committed hybrid structure that utilizes 2 tranches of debt, deliver optimal efficiency, certainty of close, and resiliency throughout the life of the project. The construction contract is a fixed price, date certain, turnkey performance by PCL Contractors Canada. The project achieved financial completion less than 7 months following substantial completion, with Halton Healthcare receiving the final completion notice from plenary on December 14, 2017. The operations contract and ensuing payments are availability and performance-based. The Milton District Hospital Expansion Project demonstrates estimated cost savings of 20.5% or $124.9 million by delivering the project using a P3 approach. To accept this award Bill Bailey, Senior Vice President, Redevelopment and Facilities for Halton Healthcare. Aaron Arad, Director of Civil Infrastructure for Infrastructure Ontario, and Angela Clayton, Group Head, Buildings Division for Planet Group. Please join me.
Quad at York University in North Toronto is a 342,000 square foot student housing development composed of 2 buildings and 812 bedrooms in single, double, shared, and quad units on the southern edge of York's Keele campus. The Quad's facade is a showcase of local artwork, improving the campus aesthetic. Exterior artwork was created by renowned artist Nicholas Byer. It represents a network, a weaving, branching system that simultaneously evokes references to Ivy League university buildings and cutting-edge scientific research. It has a prime location on York's Keele campus and provides a transit hub, large pedestrian areas, and bike paths. Residents can walk to any location on campus in minutes. The residence includes 28,000 square feet of student-focused amenity space, public art, study space, landscaped courtyards, and exercise rooms. And all spaces are accessible 24/7 with an electronic key monitoring system. There is 24-hour on-site management, and the majority of staff members are York students. Here to present the Silver Award for Service Delivery for the Quad at York University project is Tufik Atia, Vice President of Operations for Englobe.
Good afternoon. The project is governed by a unique service delivery model through which Forum Campus Suites operates and maintains the new purpose-built student housing project, and York University provides input into the private sector's operations. The project was completed on time and on budget and commenced operations in August 2017. The residence has achieved full occupancy on the residential side since the start and full occupancy on the retail side for its second operating year. Private sector quad investments generates a steady revenue stream that contributes to the long-term fiscal health and provides gainful and secure employment for value employees. Project success is leading to new comparable opportunities and contributing to Toronto's place as a destination for students. To accept this award is Carol McCauley, Vice President, Finance and Administration, and York University, and Henry Morton, President of Campus Suites, Inc.
That concludes our awards presentation for this year. I'd like to congratulate all the winners, and once again thank our sponsors, gold sponsor, PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP, and silver sponsors, Stonebridge Financial Corporation, Stuart Olson Construction, BTY Group, and Englobe. Enjoy your afternoon. Thank you.